Sometimes we lose our memory. Sometimes we can't even remember our names. Somebody hit you, but you have a weak memory. After a day, you don't remember who hit you, but you remember you were hit. You would naturally feel awful for not being able to land some solid punches on the culprit's face. Somebody kills your loved one, and again, you just can't remember who did it. You saw them do it, but you don't remember them. You would be enraged, but after a time, you would continue with your own life, and then one day a noble entity would come around and remind you who killed your entire family. And now, justice can be done. India is now reminding the world of how China has killed millions over the past 2 years. Hi and welcome, this is TFI English, the National Socio-Political Analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and in this video I will tell you about India's National Security Advisor directly hinting that COVID was indeed a Chinese bioweapon. Let's begin. India's National Security Advisor is a man nobody messes with. He is sharp, unsparing, and is revered in India as strategist par excellence. Much of India's offensive military posturing and proactiveness in dealing with a variety of threats have imprint of Ajit Doval all over them. Ajit Doval has strategized for recent operations against Pakistan, whether they be the 2016 surgical strike or the 2019 Balakot airstrikes. For more than a year now, Ajit Doval has been working in silence as India bravely fought the COVID-19 pandemic, which first started and spread out of China. Ajit Doval is not a man who minces his words, and now he has spoken squarely against China. Just to give you some context, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval is the same man who had once announced publicly that if Pakistan were to carry out another 26/11-like attack on Indian soil ever again, it would permanently lose Balochistan. Let's just say Ajit Doval is India's eyes and ears, and he reports directly to the Prime Minister. Now, for him to mount an attack on China would surely send shivers down the spine of Xi Jinping. Speaking at the Pune Dialogue on National Security 2021, NSA Ajit Doval said, COVID-19 pandemic and devastating natural disasters have the potential to impact the collective psyche of people, their economic well-being, and instill fears about their survival. He then progressed on to say that COVID-19 was a destabilizing force, effectively implying that it was not a virus alone, but a tool being used to ensure that chaos descends upon the world. Doval said it generates social imbalances that can threaten political stability, economic growth, and even the capacity of a nation to resolutely meet its external and internal threats. Most importantly, he referred to COVID-19 as a bioweapon and warned against the weaponization of lethal pathogens in the future. The deliberate weaponization of dangerous pathogens is serious concern. This has heightened the need to build comprehensive national capabilities and biodefense, biosafety, and biosecurity. India's National Security Advisor has warned against the weaponization of pathogens and said that there is a need to build comprehensive national capability in biodefenses, biosafety, and biosecurity. In May this year, the Australian had published a report according to which a document has been found wherein Chinese scientists and health officials discussed a new era of genetic weapons that could be artificially manipulated into an emerging human disease virus, then weaponized and unleashed. Meanwhile, the document obtained by the US State Department reportedly revealed that People's Liberation Army or the PLA commanders predicted that World War III would be fought with biological weapons. As per the documents, Chinese military scientists discussed the weaponization of SARS coronavirus 5 years before the COVID-19 pandemic originated and spread to various parts of the world. Outlining their ideas, top scientists predicted that these coronaviruses could be used to fight the Third World War. As reported by TFI, Chinese military's preparations for bioweapons are revealed in a military paper entitled The Natural Origin of SARS and New Species of Man-Made Viruses as Genetic Bioweapons. Furthermore, according to the Chinese language records, a bioweapon attack may cause the enemy's medical system to collapse, and that is precisely what happened across the world. What's worse, earlier this year, China in Focus (NTD) report had exposed Beijing's guilty intentions. The communist nation started developing its coronavirus vaccine over 2 weeks before it admitted that the novel coronavirus is contagious and that human to human transmission of the virus is possible. In fact, the communist authorities accused coronavirus whistleblowers of rumor mongering. Among one such whistleblowers was Dr. Li Wenliang, who was harassed by the Chinese Communist authorities for spreading awareness about the contagion. Dr. Li later died of coronavirus itself, but under questionable circumstances. It is being noticed that countries around the world are continuing with their paths like nothing big has happened. China has just upended the global economy, giving rise to a number of crises around the world, led to large-scale loss of life, and yet the communist nation is being given a free pass. At such a time, India is reviving the talks of COVID-19 being a bioweapon. The world community cannot afford forgetting or forgiving the many criminalities of China over the past 2 years, and India is making sure that Beijing pays. Of course, India is also looking out for its own interests by stepping up the rhetoric against China. India and China are locked in an intense military standoff in eastern Ladakh. By stepping up the bioweapon rhetoric against China, India is looking to place Beijing at a weak spot. New Delhi is now trying to push China into a corner. It is NSA Ajit Doval who is currently leading India's China policy. He is the one who decides how China is to be dealt with. So, if he begins talking about bioweapons and COVID-19 in the same breath, needless to say, the times are about to get very tough for China. Ajit Doval's remark comes just when India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has left for a state visit to Italy and the United Kingdom. India's diplomatic might has grown from strength to strength in recent years, and now Prime Minister Modi is all set to unleash it on China. While PM Modi is on a mission to lobby against China, Xi Jinping has not stepped out of China in over 600 days, fearing his absence could trigger a coup against him. With India beginning to call COVID-19 for what it is, the world will soon follow suit. If China thought it had gotten away with its crimes, it is in for a big surprise.